Hello, and welcome to this Age of Mythology guide on a Hersir Rush by Loki. The Hersir Rush by Loki is a very aggressive play that you can do. And basically what you're going to do is you're actually going to build a temple right beside their base. And you're going to rush them with the hero unit and your mythical unit that you get in the classical age. Now, it's important to note that you want to go ahead and move your Ulfstark over at the start of the game near their base, and we're going to try to get a spy off on one of their villagers just to kind of see what their villagers are up to and what they're doing. You're going to want to get 8 people on food as fast as possible. This is going to help keep your economy going as quickly as it can, and it's going to allow you to keep producing your gatherers and your dwarves as much as you need to. Once you have 8 of those, what you're going to want to do is you're going to want to go ahead and build a dwarf, an ox, and then another dwarf. Now that the Ulfstark is over there, we're going to try to scout out and try to figure out where they might be. It's important that you try to stay away from the towers of the town center because you do not want your Ulfstark to die. They're probably over here gathering. I'm going to hit their pharaoh with the spy. And what we're going to do is we're just going to walk on over here, and this is where we're going to be setting up our base at. We're going to come back over here, and we can see that we do have our 8 here. We're going to set our rally point to our gold mine, so that way we can start getting some gold here. And the reason that I wanted to make this video is because I feel like a lot of the other Age of Mythology videos that are out right now, they're kind of outdated, like from many years ago, and they don't have voiceover. I feel like voiceover is just a little bit nicer being able to walk you through what you need to do. So now that you have this last dwarf getting built right now, you're going to have 2 of your gatherers go to wood with another ox cart after that. So once they get that done there, they're going to go ahead and rally for a tree, so that way they'll go ahead and work on that. And now you just have to wait a little bit here. What we're going to want to do is we're going to want to get some more dwarves after we get the woodworkers on the wood, and then we're going to go ahead and get ready to build our temple. So we will need more houses, so it's okay to go ahead and build at least 1 more house. You're going to need at least probably 2 houses to go, maybe even 3 once we actually start advancing. An important thing to remember about the Egyptians is that when they do go to classical, they are going to be getting their towers upgraded right away, which is a little aggravating, but we'll go ahead and deal with it. One important thing to note as well when you're doing a rush, and if you want to keep your villagers busy, is just make sure you're holding down shift and clicking on all of the animals, so that way you can actually queue them up, so that way they don't just stand idle. They'll take them out in that order that you hold down shift and click them in. We're going to go ahead and get the temple built, so that way we can go ahead and get ready to start advancing. And then while he's working on that, set a rally point here for the dwarves, and we'll go ahead and get some more dwarves going. You're going to want to have at least 4 or 5 dwarves on the actual gold mine before we advance, because we're going to need that gold just to be able to keep up with the Hersir production. So even if the temple gets done first, that is completely fine. The temple is now done. We could go ahead and advance, but like I said, it's better to go ahead and get just a couple more dwarves on the gold, so that way you do not get kind of bottlenecked with the resources. This is also a decent time to consider upgrading the pickaxe, so that way they can actually mine just a little bit faster. Go ahead and build another house back here. We're going to go ahead and build 1 Hersir. As long as you can stay above the as long as you can stay above the food limit, you will be okay. We're going to go ahead and start advancing now. You're going to start advancing a little bit before 5 minutes. It's going to be the ideal go-to kind of thing. And you're going to want to go ahead and just keep producing Hersirs while you're advancing, because as soon as you advance, you're going to want to attack before they can even start getting their barracks or anything else built. So they did just get to classical, which means that they are going to start probably building their barracks here soon. So it's going to be important to figure out where they're building their barracks at, so that way we can move in on them to take them out, because we do not want them to be able to get that off. If they get the barracks off, it's going to be extremely hard to action. And there's their barracks right there. So what we're going to go ahead and do is we're actually just going to go ahead and start attacking, so that way they cannot get that barracks up. And it's extremely important that they do not get that barracks up. Get undermine, hit their tower there, so that way you don't have to worry about that. You just want to set a rally point here. And there we go. It's going to be pretty hard for them to be able to make a comeback now. We're going to go ahead and take out the temple as well. Try to get your people away from the town center if at all possible. Sometimes they build it a little bit too close, but you're going to want to make sure you keep your villagers, your hunters busy as well.
Something til orðstustar.
Hver þar? Skipi. Satt, já. Til, já. Samþykkt. Ég vil. Satt, já. Tilbúin. Samþykkt. Ég vil. Tilbúin. Satt, ég vil. Satt, tilbúin.
And then you can go ahead and build a longhouse if you'd like to. This is just kind of an optional thing. You do not have to do that. They're going to try to build another barracks here, which is completely fine. It's going to get destroyed. Just make sure you keep trying to keep everything destroyed.
Skipan? Skipan?
I'm going to go ahead and get this over here built. I want to try to get a couple raiding cavalry out, just so that way they can kind of help out a little bit with the fighting. The main thing you want to do is just keep trying to disrupt their economy. Do not let them get these barracks built. Go ahead and let the raiding cavalry kind of roam around. Just keep attacking their economy. You do not want them to be able to get built up.
Tilbúin, timbursveit.
Tilbúin, ég vil. Já.
Já. Atrás.
Tilbúin. Atrás. Já. 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 Tilbúin, ég vil. Til orðstusslag. Skip. Já. Til orðstusslag. Já. Til orðstusslag. Tilbúin. Já. Skipan. Sækið fram. Já, sækið fram. Atrás.
Já, atrás.
Skipan. Tilbúin. Ég vil. Sækið fram. Skipan.
Just keep producing stuff. Don't quit producing. You always want to make sure that you have something coming out here to help fight.
Já, tilbúin. Skipan.
Hver þar?
And just don't forget about your economy happening in the background.
Skipan.
Tilbúin. Sækið fram. Já. Sækið fram. Já. Tilbúin. Já. Atrás. Skip. Já. Já, til orustuslag.
If they ever get a barracks stop, it does become extremely more difficult to be able to make a comeback. If they, I mean, even a couple troops can really slow down Hersir Rush.
Tilbúin. Tilbúin.
Now that you have a couple more wood going, this is going to be the perfect opportunity to go ahead and get the farms going because you're about to run out of most food.
Já. Ég vil. Já. Samþykkt. Ég vil. Já. Satt. Samþykkt. Já. Satt. Satt. Samþykkt. Samþykkt. Satt. Samþykkt. Samþykkt. Satt. Tilbúin. Já.
Hver er það?
And once their town center is done, it's going to be a pretty hard comeback for them.
Sækið fram. Skipan. Tilbúin. Já. Skipan. Já. Til orustuslag.
Tilbúin. Já. 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 Tilbúin. Til orustuslag. Já. Ég vil. Satt. Satt.
Tilbúin. Já. Sækið fram. Já. Til orustuslag.
Skipan.
Skipan? Samþykkt.
Skipan.
Hver er það? Já, ég vil. Samþykkt. Rótsveit.
Tilbúin.
Tilbúin. Samþykkt. Til orustuslag. Sækið
Já.
fram.
Til orustuslag. Hver er þar? Já. Til orustuslag.
Já. Tilbúin. Já. Að rás. Já.
Skipan. Til orustuslag.
Tilbúin.
Já.
Tilbúin. Skipan. Já. Að rás.
Til orustuslag.
Já. Til orustuslag. Já.
Hver er þar? Rás. Skipa. Hver er þar? Til orustuslag.
Tilbúin. Til orustuslag. Samþykkt. Tilbúin. Tilbúin. Já. 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 Samþykkt. Já. Samþykkt. Að rás. Já. Já. Skipan. Til orustuslag.
Hver er þar?
And that is going to be a quick and easy 15-minute Hersir Loki Rush win. If you liked this and want to see more content, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one.